What is going on, YouTube? Lamont on the run. Today we are in Lincoln, Nebraska. Before I get into the main topic of this video, check out this old style business, electric shaver and appliance service. Check that out. I love running into old fashioned businesses like this. And I went in there and this guy, I was expecting the door to be locked. No, he's in business. This guy, he fixes old style shavers and small appliances. Well, I guess he used to fix small appliances until they started becoming so cheap that they're pretty much disposable. But that guy's still in business. That's absolutely amazing. Okay, so I wanted to get your guys' opinion before I follow through with what I want. Not what I want, but what I might follow through with. So check this out. So as you guys, some of you guys are well aware, I have another YouTube channel with different content than what I do on this channel. So I had interviewed a guy that's currently incarcerated in prison. I want to say he's doing life or at least 50 some odd years for murder. Now, oftentimes when I talk to these murderers, you'd be surprised because you go into the conversation saying, like, I don't want to like you, I want to hate you because you did a bad thing. But oftentimes, I mean, these guys come across as smart, dare I say intelligent, because I mean they're sitting around all day doing not a whole lot, so you read a lot, and it's almost like you become not friends, but you build some kind of a relationship with them, right? So this guy that I'm going to interview, his video will be up on my channel maybe within the next month, sometime next month. So this guy, he's in prison for murder. And we did the interview. So I asked him, I said, hey man, if you know anybody that you're locked up with that wants to talk to me, give them my phone number or my contact information. So he says, yeah, sure, no problem. So he actually sends me a guy. Now, this guy calls me. I'm not gonna say his name, but he's incarcerated in Iowa. And so I say, okay, what's your sentence? And his sentence was like, maybe it was 50 years. So maybe I'm getting the two mixed up. Maybe the one guy is 50 years and the one guy's life. So I said, okay, what crime did you commit? And he said, kidnap and sexual assault. Now, my first reaction is, F you, you're a piece of crap. You're no good, I can't talk to you. So I'm kind of talking to this guy and I want to hang up on him because I've talked to a couple like rapists and one chomo guy, and I've never interviewed any of them. But let me tell you. So basically his story was he was at a bar. He got very drunk and he supposedly doesn't remember anything. So he goes out to a bar, drinks, and doesn't remember anything, and next thing you know, he wakes up and he's in jail for kidnapping a woman and raping her. Now, he's telling me this, and I basically tell him, I say, listen, man, I really can't interview you because you're no good. I told him like that. I said, you're no good. You're a rapist. Like, what am I going to do with that? And he said, I understand. He said, and plus the guy doesn't remember doing it. So maybe about 2 or 3 weeks later, the original guy that I interviewed that has the murder on his jacket, he calls me, just to kind of, shoot the S or whatever. And I tell him, I'm like, yeah, I said, you gave my number to the rapist guy, but I said, I can't talk to him because he's a rapist. He's a weirdo. And this guy told me, you know, I was expecting him to say like, okay, you know, I understand. But he says, you know, man, he goes, I understand, you know, part of me understands that, you know, you don't want to talk to me. He goes, trust me. He goes, there's people in here that I want to, you know, that I want to hurt. He didn't say it like that, but he said basically there's plenty of people in here that are no good, that, you know, that need to get hurt, that need to get disciplined or whatever. He said, but you know what, man? He said, how many rapists are you going to talk to? And I said, well, you know, none. I mean, normal people, we don't talk to these kinds of disgusting, foul people. But he said, you know what, man? And he understands what YouTube is, but, you know, these prisoners, especially the ones that have been locked down for 30 years, they know what YouTube is, but in social media, but they don't really know what it is. Like, they don't know what it's like to have a phone in your hand and you have the answers to the universe in the palm of your hand, so to speak. So he says, you know, just, you know, he said it's content. That's exactly what he said. He said it's content. And we started talking about other things. And I started thinking about it after a while. And I said, he has a point. I mean, to be, you know, to do these kinds of videos and be objective about things, it's not difficult. I choose some cases not to do it. Some cases I do it. It just depends on how I feel that day. And so now I'm having second thoughts. Now, I would be more inclined to interview him, except he doesn't remember it. Which is, to me, is like, okay, well then what's the point of talking to you? So I'm gonna ask you guys this. I wanna get your personal opinion because I'm thinking about interviewing him. I'm thinking about it. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think that I should interview this guy? Do you guys think I shouldn't? And if I do interview him, the part that worries me is like if his victim hears it and it's like, to her, I would be giving him a platform. But on the other side of things, I'm not trying to call myself a journalist. That's not. I'm just a dude that sleeps in a minivan with 354,454 miles on it. Last time I checked. And I have a $200 cell phone. I'm not one of these YouTubers that has all these crazy mics and cameras and lenses and equipment and all of that. But I don't know. I think it would be kind of interesting in a cringy, disgusting way to interview this guy and kind of, I don't know, to kind of get into the mind of a weirdo. So I don't know. Leave a comment below. Tell me what you guys think. Should I interview him? Yes or no? I don't know. Again, like I said, I'm thinking about it. I'm looking for this address of where a crime occurred. That's kind of when I do these videos, is when I'm looking for my next location. I want to say this is it right here. I think this was it. Is it it? Yeah, I believe, yeah, I think this was it. It's either this building right here is what I'm looking for, or that building right there. But anyways, so leave a comment below. Tell me what you guys think. Should I interview him? Yes or no? I'm leaning towards at least bare minimum contacting him again and taking it from there. I hope if I do proceed with the interview, I hope people don't kind of, well, honestly, you can bash me. It don't matter to me any. But I'm hoping people kind of see my side of things. Let me know what you guys think. I gotta get to work. Peace out.